One of the men who was at the very centre of the judgments being made about the invasion of Iraq was the then Foreign Secretary Jack Straw. I caught up with him a little earlier. I asked him, had he been in thrall to Tony Blair?
The processes of government...
No, I'm asking, were you in thrall?
Of course I wasn't.
No, that's a straight answer. Yes or no? Were you or were you not?
Of course I was not. Of course I wasn't.
So why did you go along with all this? Because it's so counter to many of the things which you state you disagreed with. You were dissatisfied that the war would either be ever won. You thought it would be very long. You thought it would be unsuccessful. I mean, why did you go along with all this?
I went along with it because I believed, as the whole of the international community believed, that Saddam Hussein posed a threat to international peace and security because of his holdings of weapons of mass destruction. That was my belief, genuine and well-founded on the basis of intelligence and much else that we knew, including what Saddam had done and what Saddam had had in the recent past.
The real climax of this horrific story is that actually the great public loss of confidence in the political classes rests on what happened in that war. In the subterfuge, the mistrust, the elasticity with the truth, all of these things undermined people's trust in British governance.
I accept that crucially, the failure to find WMT and the fact that it transpired after we'd invaded Iraq, that Saddam had no holdings of WMD at the time, has profoundly undermined trust in British politics. Of course I accept that.
One final thing which Mr. Blair has found difficult to do. Would you find it in yourself to look into the camera and apologise to the families of the soldiers who died in what you did?
Well, I'm profoundly sorry for the loss of life that took place.
Can you say it to the families?
Well, of course I can. I'm profoundly sorry for the loss of life that happened in Iraq particularly, but not exclusively, those who lost their lives serving the United Kingdom. And I understand their grief and their sorrow. I hope in turn that this will be incredibly difficult for people to accept. It will be accepted that when I made my decisions, which included recommending to Parliament that British service personnel and civilians were put in harm's way, that we did so in good faith and for reasons which we thought were justified at the time.